Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to the Lady Pop Hunter channel.
Yes.
And we have a guest,
Hi.
David Eon, and he's from Open by Chance.
That's right.
And today we're going to go over because
Her.
David doesn't have any.
I don't have anything. I'm here for moral support. Because I have no vinyl to share, unfortunately, today.
We're going to go over my record pickups for this week. I actually got quite a few. I got a bunch in the mail, and we went to the flea market and picked up a few, and actually got a couple from Goodwill.
And the ones that came in the mail was a harrowing experience because it was actually a couple of weeks late.
It was lost and hung up. It was shipped from California.
Yes.
And it got to Indianapolis, Indiana, and it was hung up there for about a week and a half. And then it got, I emailed the lady on eBay, and I told her, hey, I know it's not your fault, but the package is stuck in Indiana. I don't know what to do, but if I don't get it by Friday, I'm going to have to cancel the order. I just don't know what else to do. Talking to the post office is pointless because all they're going to do is look on a computer and see the same thing that you're seeing. Yeah. And say, well, it says it's in Indiana. There's nothing I can do. So, as soon as I emailed her, of course, it got jarred loose. And it was at the next location, which was Ohio. Then it sat there, and then I got it today.
And it was stuck because the box was beat to death. There was holes in it. It was accordioned. It looked like it got stuck in the corner in a conveyor. Yeah, which does happen.
And I was really worried about the records, but the seller packed it very well. She had it in an oversized box with bubble wrap and packing peanuts, so the records were actually sitting in the center of the box. If it was on the corners, it probably would have got crushed. Yeah. Either the jackets or even the vinyl would have got crushed. But great seller, great packer, and I have to give her rants and raves on eBay. So, let's see what I got. So this one came from Goodwill. Okay. Peter Cetera. Huh.
Big mistake. They don't make them like they used to, it says.
And I got that from Goodwill. And Sheena Easton, I listened to her, growing up. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan, but I saw her and it was reminiscent of the 80s. And that's really why I bought it. More because it was reminiscent of the 80s. If I saw this at a show, probably wouldn't have picked it up, but it was at Goodwill. And I just grabbed it.
Yeah, and there is the pose. You see that pose a lot. Yeah.
And I got this one from Goodwill, and I was actually kind of surprised, and I think it's a great concept. It says, well, on this, it's this month's debut, and it's a magazine and a record. And when I looked it up on Discog, it has I think 12. This is issue number 4. So I guess for about 12 months, they had a magazine and some songs. So you open it up and you got your content page. And I don't know how well you can see it, but you flip through and you can read through it like a magazine, and it has stuff about the artist. You got a bunch of pictures, and it's the pictures and the articles about the artist that's featured. That's going to be on the record.
Yeah, and the record is like a K-Tel record. It's all mixed. It's got all different songs from different artists on it.
Yeah, so it's like this. I don't know if this is the right side up. I think so. It's like that. And then these are the songs here that's on the back. And I thought that was cool. Yeah. This is from the UK. I don't know if this was ever in America. But I was like, man, that's a good idea. I mean, you get a magazine and a record And it's like a collector. To me, it's like a collector's item. I don't know if I know any of these songs. I know the Spandu Ballet.
Yeah, High Energy.
Oh, okay.
The remix on the High Energy. You remember?
Yeah.
And there's a couple of tracks on there you might recognize.
Yeah, but I thought that was cool, and it was at Goodwill for $1. See this someplace else, it might.
Oh
cost
God,
a little more.
Waltzing Matilda is on there. Oh no.
Tears for Fears first record, and it's a reprint, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. I like Tears for Fears. One of my favorite songs by them is "Woman in Chains." Really like that song. I think that's some of their best vocals. And it's not on this album. It's on one of their later ones. But I always like Tears for Fears. And I don't have anything by them.
Huh.
So the only other one I would search for, because I don't have to have all of Tears for Fears, but the album with Woman in Chain in it, I would get that one. The Hollies. He's Not Heavy, He's My Brother. The Hollies is pretty good.
Okay.
And I got this one from the flea market.
Yes.
And now, I'm working on my Beach Boys collection. I want every Beach Boys record. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest undertakings. I mean, this is worse than collecting every comic book from a run. I thought it would be simple to just get every record that an artist made. I don't know if this pertains.
You got to buy the anthology. You know how like they do that, and it's like a huge box set with like.
Yeah, and then it costs like $10,000. No, thank you.
Oh, no.
I don't know if this is true for every artist, but it's true for the Beach Boys. They have a lot of compilations. They got a lot of unofficial releases. They got bootlegs. They got this. They got that. And then the bootlegs are official. Because if you put the number in on Discog, it tells you the bootleg version. And I'm like, are you kidding me? But anyway, I got this one. This one came in the mail today. Stack of tracks. And this one comes with like... the guitar chords, the music, the lyric sheet, and all of that is in there, and that was pretty cool.
Wild Honey.
It ain't that Wild Honey.
Is it the Wild Honey? It's not Papa Q Bear's Wild Honey.
No.
Wild Honey. That's
This
a
is
fun
another one. Sail On. So the thing that I'm finding out about these compilations that they do, of course, and I mean y'all probably all know this. If y'all collect records, y'all probably collect them longer than me. These are records that they've done, and then on a compilation, it's like, I guess, the song version that wasn't released.
Yes.
And when I got the Smile, they had like a version of Good Vibrations on it. And Good Vibrations, but then you hear it on it like, hey, this don't sound the same, sound different. Then when you read the book, it's one of their earlier editions that they didn't release. They released the one that's played all the time. So this one, 2 records and a 45 is in there. But then when you go to Discog, they tell you it's 3 records. So I went back on eBay and I looked it up, and it's only 2. Unless you get the Ultimate Super Deluxe Edition, which is 5 records. Like, come on. Why y'all do that?
Yeah.
Another Beach Boys. So I'm still quite a ways off from Beach Boys, but
a lot of surfing songs on there.
Yeah, but I will eventually, if I don't get tired, get all of the Beach Boys. And then another one that I'm trying to collect all of their records is the Bee Gees.
Oh.
So I got a bunch of Bee Gees. I bought all of this from one seller. They had a bunch of Bee Gees records. They had a lot that I already have, and then these 6 I didn't have. And you know, we talked, bundled, threw out a price, and they accepted. To whom it may concern.
Yes.
And I like the picture on the back of them as a kid.
Yeah.
As kids.
Shows you how long they've been doing it.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time.
Is this the one that?
Oh yeah, that's the one that opens up.
This is the one that has the little paper dolls in it. See. That's just kind of neat.
And then this one is also confusing. It's Rare, Precious, and Beautiful. It's 3 volumes to this. I have the first one. But when you go to Discog, it only shows you volume 2 and 3. Not volume 1. So this is volume 2. I have volume 1. And I just need volume 3. I Gotta Get a Message to You. I love that song. That's a really good song. That's one of their... Oh, no. Never mind. I was thinking about another song. But I really do like I Gotta Get a Message to You. That song is really good.
Oh, look at this. Road to Alaska. I bet they've never been there, just like they've never been to Boston either.
You know, they got a lot of...
going to Massachusetts. Yeah.
And they have quite a few songs talking about they going here and there in America. Like...
Before they got here.
What is this? Life in a Tin Can. And when I saw this, I thought this was going to be able to rotate, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like a peel top. I don't know if it actually was. It looks like it might have been because you see where it's torn. So it probably was when you bought this. You could peel it off and bam, there go the Bee Gees. And it's a gatefold.
Yeah.
And when I opened it, I thought it was the Sgt. Pepper album. That's what it looks like. If you just look at it kind of quick.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds you of, but it's not. And one of the reasons why I'm getting like Beach Boys, all of the Beach Boys, all of the Bee Gees, is because when you hear them on the radio, you only hear like 4 or 5 songs.
And more to the point of what we were just talking about, right? South Dakota Morning. Living in Chicago.
And it's like, you're from Australia. But when you listen to them on the radio, you're like, oh yeah, I really like the Beach Boys. I really like the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
And then, but then you finally get their record, like, and this is what really made me like the Beach Boys. We got one of their records and we were listening to it, and it was songs on there that wasn't surfer songs that were really good.
Yeah.
That's never played. I mean, I already knew God Only Knows and what's the other song? Wouldn't It Be Nice?
Wouldn't It Be Nice? Yes.
Those 2 songs, not surfer songs, you will hear from time to time. You don't even hear those often. But if you listen to the entire record, I can't remember which one we were listening to. There were some other songs on there that were really good. Yeah. Better than the surfer songs that they always sing.
As opposed to the mainstream ones that they spoon feed you. And I've made that reference about that Adam Ant album.
Yeah.
Because the one song on it that did chart is the least interesting song on the album. Yeah. And there are other ones you never hear from Adam Ant.
And just like with the Bee Gees, I Gotta Get a Message to You, that song isn't played on the radio. I happened to see a video of it on YouTube. I'm like, hey, that's a really good song. And it's another song, I cannot think of the name of it right now, but it's one of their earlier songs, like real early songs. I think before they even called themselves the Bee Gees. And that song is really good, but you don't hear it. So I said, you know what? The only way to hear it, buy the records. Massachusetts.
Oh, look at that.
You would think, oh, the Bee Gees, they're from Massachusetts, they're from Chicago, they're from here, they're from there, they're from America. No.
Yeah. Or New York mining disaster.
Yeah, well. And the last Bee Gees I have, Living Eyes. Is that Living? Yeah, Living Eyes.
Yeah. Nice car.
Yeah, I got to show you that one.
Look at that.
Oh, this is a gatefold too, so I'll open it up for you. And that's what it looks like inside. But yeah, these are my pickups for the week. And
very nice.
So that's what I'm doing. You know, I see records as we go out to the flea markets. I always check.
Oh yeah.
When we go
when
to
they're
the
not
thrift
crazy
store.
with it,
Yeah.
and like that one woman. Well, these are all highly collectible. You
Yeah,
okay?
because I went to her booth. She was, well, not booth, but, you know, we was at the flea market, and I had already bought 2 records.
Yes.
And then I got to her. She had a couple of them that were nice. And, you know, she didn't have any prices. I hate it when they don't have prices, but I said, okay, how much are they're not going to be $5.
All right, next.
So I was like, okay. So she saw that I had some records in my hand. She was like, and I was like, I had these records. These are, I know my records. I see you're a record collector. Well, then she started going through, do the thing. Well, this one got 2 albums in it. So that's going to be $20 each. And I'm like, she gave me the price. And I said, okay. And I handed her records back. And I walked off. Because it's like, lady, one, these records don't cost as much as you're trying to tell me.
Condition is everything. You already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackets was all raggy. They wasn't worth that amount. One of them, maybe. But the rest, no. So I just handed her a record bag. I'm like, I'll get these, believe me. And they'll be in the dollar bin someplace.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's what we got. And I just wanted to share them with y'all. So, let me know what
especially
you
now
think.
that she just got a new turntable.
Oh gosh,
It sounds good too. It's nice. It's a nice upgrade.
I love that turntable.
We really do. I mean, we spin at least one a day. You know, we listen to. We got a couple of thousand records, and we at least give them a listen.
Yeah, I mean, I go through each record. We already got them kind of organized. Got to reorganize now, but they're organized in alphabetical order, and we just go in through each one. If I don't like it, I put it in the to-go pile, and then move on. Or a lot of times I realize then that I have a double, so if David wants it, I'll give him my extra or whatever. But yeah, that's what I do. But yeah. So again, as always, want to thank everyone that stopped by. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to see what we have. Let me know if you have any of these records and what songs are good.
Yeah, any gems in there?
Yeah. Or record suggestions, because I've had suggestions and I listen to it on YouTube and I'm like, oh yeah, I like these songs, and then I'll go get it. So again, thank you, and
see you later.
next time. Okay.